All right, y'all. We at 99%. Welcome back to another rendition of the Marquee Podcast. We got a special one for y'all. I go by the name of Keita Dilla.
Go by the name of Mav as usual.
Go buy that big cornstalk, man. However you want to do it.
All right, and first and foremost, Marquee Gang, I do want to apologize. We missed the week, but y'all got to shut the fuck up. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my boy traveling cross country, I
yeah,
got work,
yeah.
I got work in football, corn all over the world, securing neighborhoods, slamming studs, but it's okay. So listen,
Yeah.
all right, Marquee Gang, look, we got a good show for y'all, right? We got some interesting topics that, you know, a lot of y'all gonna want to get in on. First and foremost, like a topic that was in the podcast group chat that went crazy for a little bit.
hmm
Swiss Beats has alleged that he's bringing back the versus battles, right? Now, just to give Marquee Gang a little context, um, I put in the group that the only battle that would make sense right now would have to be Kendrick and Drake on the same stage, and I still feel like them two on the same stage going hit for hit, bro. I don't feel like there would be a eye in America that's not watching that versus.
You said
Right or
Kendrick
wrong?
and Drake?
Kendrick versus Drake on stage going hit for hit. Because just being real, all Drake fans gonna tune in because just like you was like you crazy and you was able to name hits. You see what I'm saying?
hmm
Drake fans know Kendrick can't compete with him hit for hit. Like it'll
hmm
be I think Kendrick honestly, like without being biased, because y'all know I fuck with Drake heavy, I think Kendrick could probably go about 6 or 7 deep in his catalog before it becomes a wash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like I
close
think,
to the five for real. But go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. Like I don't think Kendrick could probably go like if they go mega hit for mega hit, both of them is probably 5 and 5. But Drake also has the B-side hits. He got the girl records. Drake even got the hood records. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
honestly, bro, Drake's catalog is too diverse for Kendrick, right? Now, now, Marquee Gang. Here's where it gets fun. I want to challenge the pod to give me dead or alive. Who do we feel has the catalog to beat Drake in a versus? Who want to go first?
I'll go for
Um. Oh
Oh, go
yeah. Go
ahead.
ahead, bro.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. I'm listening.
Oh no. I was just gonna say, Wayne. I think that's the one that makes sense the most is Wayne. But go ahead, Corn. You finish what you were saying.
Wayne, Wayne makes sense. Future makes total sense. Um, Jeezy makes a whole lot of sense.
Mhm.
And my dark horse would be Rick Ross. But go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
So remember, I said dead or alive, right?
Yeah,
Uh
those are
huh.
the four guys who. Those are the 4 or 5 guys that's gonna be able to go rock for rock with dude for real for real.
I give you one off the top. Two. Well, I give you two that's dead for sure. Of course, Michael Jackson,
Huh. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. I
and
didn't
of
think if you're saying that. Yeah. Yeah.
and of course Tupac.
No, but Tupac is not gonna be able to go hit for hit
No,
with
bro,
Drake.
bro, no, 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 no.
Tupac is
Look,
not gonna be able to
all
go
you
hit for
gotta
hit with
do,
Drake. And I fuck
all
with
you
Tupac
gotta
heavy.
do, all you gotta do, all you gotta do.
Yeah.
He's gonna run out, bro. He's gonna run out, bro.
No, no,
It's
no.
over
All,
with.
all you gotta do, bro, look up Tupac hit songs, and I mean like all genres, bro. Tupac got, of course, the street hits. He
He's
got
going
girl
to run
records.
out. He's going to run out.
Nah,
Telling
nah.
you.
He will run out with Drake. He will. I
He's
believe
going to
that.
run out. He's going to run out badly. After about 10, it's going to get thin. It's going to get
The,
thin.
But see
It's going to
I
get
say,
thin.
that's my whole point, bro. That's what I mean. Like Drake, you can't count anything that just got a nigga voice on it. Because not all Drake's songs are hits, bro. Just because he owned it and it did well,
That's fine.
it doesn't mean
That's
it's a
fine.
hit.
That's fine. But Drake has 20 of those though. Well, however you want to slice
yeah,
it, Drake has 20. That's going to rock the entire building. He has
yeah.
20 of those. However you want to slice it. If you want, he has
The way
20.
I
I'm
see it, the
talking
way I
about
see it,
stadium rockers. I ain't talking about room rockers.
this
Stadium rockers. Do you hear me?
this is
Yeah,
why
Nah,
yeah.
nah, 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 nah,
Like,
nah, bro.
this is why, bro.
Nah, nah, bro.
This is why I say
I fuck with
Michael
Tupac
Jackson.
heavy
This is why I
though.
say
Tupac
Michael
heavy's
Jackson.
cold. Well,
This is why I say Michael
no one's
Jackson.
gonna say Michael Jackson because they're two different genres. But I got you though. Michael Jackson does compete with, because I'm gonna put Michael Jackson against R. Kelly or against us or something like that. I'm not gonna go with the Drake world, but I got you
The
though. You know what I'm
only
saying?
the
I'm with
only
you.
reason why
uh,
I say Michael Jackson is because, just being real, Michael Jackson's record is going to play to, like, he actually has those stadium rockers. Drake's, think about it. Drake, his hit, prime example. Prime example. I think Hotline Bling was Drake's, like, by far biggest commercial successful record, right?
Not true.
yeah.
He has the most number one hit records out of all artists
No,
ever. That's a real
I'm
fact.
talking about
Not true.
his overall commercial most successful record is Hotline Bling, right?
Hold on.
That's
Let
not
me, let
true.
me.
That's not true. But go ahead.
Bro, it's not a bigger commercial record than that. That was in T-Mobile
Go ahead.
commercials, bro.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry, bro. Keen's ain't tweaking right now, but go ahead, man.
No. What? Okay, so Google it.
I'm doing it
Google.
right
That's
now.
all
Hold
you
on.
got to do. Hotline Bling wasn't his biggest record.
It, no, it
No,
actually
it's
doesn't say
not.
that.
No, it's one
Okay,
dance. It's
here's
one dance. It's
here.
called one dance.
Hold on, y'all. No, Corn's right. Corn is right. Hold on. I'm gonna read it. It says while it's difficult to definitively name, um, one single song as Drake's most successful across all metrics, sales, etc., and everything. One Dance is widely considered his most successful hit from a global and commercial perspective.
That's
What the
what I'm
So
fuck
trying to
is
he's
tell
One
you.
Dance?
Corn's
How does
right.
it go?
Is that the one?
And that's the song y'all think a stadium is gonna go crazy over?
Absolutely.
Listen,
Absolutely.
Key, listen to me. Listen to me.
God, oh
They
my
went
God.
crazy in Australia.
Hey,
They
hey,
went
hey,
crazy in
hey, hold on.
Australia. Stop it.
Key, listen. Remember when I told you that
Stop it.
the time to kill Drake was in 2016 when Views came out, right? I
Mhm.
wasn't joking about that. The time to kill Drake was in 2016. It's over. He took off after that.
But think
It's
about
not
this.
far fetched to we're talking about on an international scale, bro. If we're talking, we're so fixated on America, what America, and yes, we are the biggest market, but it's not just America. We're talking about globally and internationally. It is a
Baby,
hit. When it's a
I
hit
like it
overseas, isn't all
slow.
or what's a hit over here or isn't always a hit overseas all the time.
This my
You
thing
know?
though. This my
Yeah.
thing. So, okay, if y'all saying, like
Sickle
say,
slap.
if we did like the perfect versus battle where we got mixed crowds, like some Americans, some, foreign countries and shit like that. I don't see that song rocking the stadium because I didn't even know how the song go.
I did though.
I
And
mean, I'm
Mav
pretty
did
sure.
But
though.
yeah,
I
Okay, so
did.
now
yeah,
think
Mav
about it.
did
Think
though.
about
yeah,
it.
And
If
the rest
we,
of the world would know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. They would.
No,
Like just because
no.
we don't like a
wait,
hit, don't mean
they
everybody else
know
don't
they
know. You know what I
they
mean?
know that song over Hotline Bling.
They may. There's a lot of people that may know that over Hotline Bling. Like I said, what was a hit here may not have been a hit everywhere else. That may have
Exactly.
been a lower grade song. Like, let me give you a good example is I'm trying to think of a really good example. Okay, and I'm sure we're gonna touch on this subject. A certain wrestler he's huge over here, right? But in Japan, he's known as something completely different and not known for the style of wrestling that he's used to over here, that we all know him over here. They know him from a completely different name, completely different wrestling style, and all that.
Right.
So, they point being is what's popular over here isn't every time going to be popular in a Japan, in Africa, in this something like they may
So
gravitate to
what you're
something else from Drake.
so what you're saying is you don't think Hotline Bling could rock a crowd in Japan.
I'm not saying that it couldn't, but I'm
Uh-huh.
saying Hotline Bling may not be that record over there. Like
Yeah.
Exactly.
they one
Exactly.
dance may be the record. Yeah, one dance may be the record over there because this is
Because
their whole different country. Like, and to
another example.
we
Another
as
example. Go ahead, bro.
I was going to
My
say,
bad.
we as
My bad. My bad. My
Americans
bad.
always think that we're centered here. Everything, the world revolves around us. It doesn't. Sorry.
It don't.
World doesn't revolve around America, and there's other countries. A whole world
Wait, wait, wait,
exists.
wait, wait, wait,
You
wait.
know?
What
Since when did since when
another example of Mav was talking about is a French Montana song with Soleil um did absolutely nothing in America, but it is a fucking global hit outside of America. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about the Untouchable song?
Yes, with the gal,
Yeah,
with
yeah, exactly.
the one gal dancing the whole thing. That song is a
Yeah,
smack everywhere else. It did
it
nothing in
is.
America though. It did nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, absolutely nothing.
Barely did anything in America. I remember I was just looking that song up too. Yeah, you're right.
That
but
song
just I mean
smacked
using your
everywhere else
same
outside of
argument.
America.
Using your same argument. How can you just because it's big globally don't mean it wasn't big in America. It just didn't maybe have the numbers.
You
Right?
asked what was his number one song ever, and so his music. So I'm gonna have to translate his. You gonna have to. Why would we not incorporate everything else like all the other countries? One Dance is his biggest song he ever made. That's the truth. It's just
Yeah. I
it's
mean,
truth.
like I said, it
It's
may
true.
to,
It's the truth.
exactly like to me and you, it may not have been like we like other songs better. I know I like other songs better than One Dance, but like I said, globally, different taste. That was his biggest song, you know.
And plus, globally, rap. When you leave America, rap is not what folks they do. It's the techno house music, the reggae shit. That's the shit that's popping over is outside of America. It ain't rap. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. It's nowhere near rap. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
That that's why we get the different styles from Drake because Drake understood this. Drake was
Right.
part of the reason as to why that's popping like that.
That's why Travis
Because
Scott.
when Drake,
Lil Uzi Vert are like world renowned people because they make music that's not for America. If that makes sense.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yes, they dip into other cultures, so they understand other cultures. Like again, the people call Drake a culture vulture, but
Okay.
they dip into
Well, look.
another market and they bring that market up. Like a good example from Drake is bringing the London rap and that
Yeah, I know what you're
that
talking about.
genre of rap up. He brought it up back to where people actually are like, we love London rappers. We love blah blah blah. Now I think London rappers be taking it too far as well, we're better than ever. Nah, you're not. But I but nonetheless, Drake brought that style up.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I can't.
That style, like
Definitely.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Real quick. I ain't dissing none of the London rappers, but I can't get into the London rap. I'm sorry, bro.
I feel you. I
some
understand.
stuff.
I don't
It
know.
is
Like
They got good beats. You know what I'm saying? It's something that like if like I see that as like if you hear it playing in a party and you walk in, I ain't gonna be like cut that bullshit off. You know what I'm saying? I might still go
yeah,
jump on a female or something, but I don't know, bro. I swear I try to give. I forgot his name. But he was recently beefing with He said something about was it Joey Badass? It was one of the London rappers that somebody over here was
Skepta.
beefing with. Skepta. Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
yep.
was he beefing with?
Skepta's
Jordan
beefing with
Lucas, I think.
was Jordan
Joyner
Lucas.
Lucas. Yep.
Yep, Jordan Lucas. Yeah.
So I kind of listened to him a little bit, but I was like, not for me.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Like I'm not a big like London rappers. A lot of them can go, but I'm not a big fan. Like I don't think it makes sense that Skepta's even beefing with Jordan Lucas like that. I think it's just a publicity thing because skill wise, Jordan Lucas is killing him.
I was just finna say,
Like
bro, Jordan
yeah,
Lucas will cook you, boy. But
yeah,
whatever.
he's cooking him skill wise. Yeah,
Yeah.
all day. But
That's
like
another
it's
dude
just
who gets. But okay, listen. So look, so I can see y'all were right. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's really touching Drake 1-on-1 in the verses, dead
mhm,
or alive. So let me give y'all a new
yeah.
hypothetical.
But Future,
Dead
I'm
or
hold on
alive.
before you say that. Future and Jeezy can absolutely, when I tell you, absolutely go rock for rock with dude. They might phase
You
that
mean
at
as
like
a team?
15, 16. No, as a whole 1-on-1. Future gonna
Nah,
go snap
I
on that
think both
nigga,
of them.
bro.
I think both of them probably
How
get about
many
10 deep.
how many songs are we talking though?
Future's also
If they going 10
beyond
for 10, he
America.
right. If they going
Nah,
10
bro.
for 10, he
Yeah,
right.
Future,
But if you
Future
doing
got more than
20,
10, bro. Future got more than 10, bro.
bro,
Sit
Future
that
might
down.
be able to go. But hold on, we have to also
He just
factor in
hold.
that a lot of Future's hits have Drake on them.
that's true.
So they
That's
got
true.
Drake on them. Future is as big as he is because of Drake. So it's
He
hard. Like
has
I'm not. Oh, go
what
ahead.
was the he just did the the shit in the London, or is it in UK or what it is that like two
I know
years
what
ago
you're talking about.
that all the rappers go to and just and rock the house that they all go back to back with. I can't remember the actual name of it.
I
It's
know what
not
you're talking about. I can't think of the name too.
it's a world renowned thing. They go over. It's either UK or Germany or London, some shit like that. They all go rock
Uh-huh.
for rock. Future came on and killed it. Do you hear me? I'm talking about they was going rock for rock in a whole other country. And I'm trying to tell you, like it's
Bro,
bro, future,
Future got the type of songs that
nah,
you feel Future got the type of songs that
nah.
you feel refreshed at if you ain't heard it in a while. Future ain't the type I play every day, man. To me.
I'm with you. But Future is going to be able to stand tall with that dude. He is not gonna just, and if he does lose, I'm not saying he can beat Future. I mean Drake. It's not going to be a wash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The only
Like
way Drake
Kendrick Lamar is going to get washed. It's going to be like
yeah,
bad. Do you hear me?
bad.
the
Yeah,
only
It's
way
going to be
Drake
bad.
the only way Drake is going 20 for 20 with anybody, honestly, he either have to face somebody that's not in his genre, or
yeah,
or they'll have to double team him.
yeah. You're right.
Mariah Carey could probably go hit for hit, but you know that's not the same genre. Of course, Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah. I beg to say Michael Jackson might kill him hit for hit.
The
Just
only
and
the only
I'm talking about
I only say that.
Lollapalooza. I'm serious. That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about.
Lollapalooza. Okay, yeah.
Lollapalooza. That's not in America. For all viewers listening, that's not in America. He destroyed
That's
that.
right, Lollapalooza. Yeah,
He
bruh,
forgot about
destroyed
that. I
it.
totally.
He went crazy.
Anybody can rock a crowd, but you can't forget what verses is, bruh. Verses is one. You got to throw out all your music that features this person. Now, how many songs of Futures are you throwing out if you take out Drake? And then if you take out Drake's
Uh huh.
if you take out Drake's music of Futures, of Rick Ross, all those guys you name, the only one that could possibly stand up is Jeezy, because Jeezy don't have too much
Yeah,
featuring Drake.
yeah. He has like one or two songs. But you're right.
Even
You're right because
Rick
featuring Ross.
Ross,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
biggest
Most of
records
his
be Drake
hits.
songs. You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So it's like you're not
yeah,
gonna stand on this stage and go against me if honestly some of y'all famous because of me.
That's
yeah.
not true, bro. Future can exclude all the Drake songs he has with Drake. He's going to rock with that dude. Y'all
I gotta
tripping with
disagree.
this one. He's
Without
going to
Drake,
rock with him.
I disagree, and I'll tell you
Tony
why.
Tony
From a
Montana.
street
Go ahead.
you're talking from a street perspective. Now you're right from probably from a street perspective, from a regular street nigga perspective, that yes, he can totally do that. From an international, from all perspectives, he can't. He
that's why I
cannot
said, man,
compete with him like that.
y'all
Like,
basically when y'all say stuff like Future and Jeezy, y'all undercut
mhm,
y'all point about the international shit. Cause
Yeah,
just
the
being real, ain't
international wise,
bro, ain't
yeah.
nobody banging Jeezy in goddamn Italy. They
They
might be,
banging
but I
Future
doubt
though.
Hey,
it.
They banging Future though, and they definitely banging Future, bro. He is absolutely a global guy. I can't let y'all go off on that one. March Madness
no,
is
no, no,
crazy.
I'm not saying he's not global. He is. Of course, he's connected to Drake too, which even made him even more so. I'm talking about on a basic level. He can't compete because you're talking street. Niggas in the streets love Future like that. Internationally, nobody know him if it wasn't for Drake.
Which brings me back to the
Not like
GOAT.
that, at least.
No. Which brings me back to the GOAT.
Huh?
Weezy F. Carter. The only person who got enough music that's not featuring Drake. The only person who got over 100 platinum features that can compete with Drake. But people like to sleep on Wayne, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, the only person that can stand toe to toe, the only person that can stand toe to toe with Drake is Wayne, and it
Not
ain't even
true, but I got
close,
you though.
bruh. Think,
What
think
you
about it.
say?
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Wayne got Hot
Right.
Boys records. Wayne got Squad Up records. Wayne got Young Money records. Wayne got a million features that's hits, bruh. That's
Yeah,
hits. Like, cut it out, bruh. He's the
he does.
only person that can stand up to Drake. 20 for 20. 20 for
Yeah,
20, bro.
yeah.
And see, this is the thing bro, this is what I don't like that Wayne does. Have y'all been to a Wayne concert?
Yeah, I have been
Bro,
to Wayne concert.
I've been to three of them, right? The first two, whoever picked the songs that he performed, they was on point. But then the last one that I went to that was in Alabama, bro, I don't know who chose his set list, but I don't know. They was choosing all bullshit. You see what I'm saying? But
Uh-huh.
bro, if you let me pick the 20 Wayne songs versus Drake, I swear to God, I smoke his boots.
You think?
Bro, I know. I know. Because first, honestly, all I would have to do, let me see the crowd. You see what I'm saying? Like, I
Uh-huh.
if it's young Wiggers think they down, you see what I'm saying? Bro, Wayne would watch him if it's a crowd of Wiggers. Is that a baby?
You said if it was a
Damn,
oh
I was like, what the
that's
hell?
all good. Yeah, I was all of a sudden I heard a baby. I was like, oh snap,
Hey,
that's what's up though.
low key, that's a good little drop though. Like if somebody make a good pop, a good point, we play the little baby noise. That'll be hard, bro.
Right.
For real,
Right.
that would be hard. But nah, hey, I'm telling you, bro, Wayne going 20. Hey, but no, I was finna let me give y'all another scenario. Like
Okay.
that's enough on that topic, right? If we talking dream verses, right? Give me your dream verses of one hit wonders.
My dream versus one hit wonders.
Dream verses of one hit wonders. Like think about all the one hit wonders and who would you make them go against?
Mims, this is why I'm hot.
Hey, that's what
Versus
I was gonna say. Him and who?
Mims, this is why. Versus gold all in my watch. Gold
Trinidad.
all in my
Hey,
check. Nigga.
hey,
Nigga, nigga, nigga.
that's a
Yeah.
good hey, that's a good one right there. And you know what's crazy? Trinidad James is actually talented, bro. I
He
think I
actually is.
think
I've,
I
I've
think
I've heard a lot of his stuff.
people let his antics, you know what I'm saying, the nails, the shoes, the dog, the gold and shit, like they let that cloud their judgment. Bro is really talented, bro.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Like,
I've actually watched him in studio situations. He's pretty talented, and even his most recent stuff isn't horrible. I was like, I
bro,
was
he said
surprised. You know,
he said that feature that he had with August Alsina was like a freestyle.
mm,
Like when he
okay.
I think it was like August Alsina on his first album. That shit was hard, bro. But anywho, okay. So that's enough for the hypotheticals, right? Let's move this along, Marquee Gang. We got to talk about it now. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that a certain racist wrestler went to the grave, right? Now, I'm not gonna just sit here and say that that's all he was about, but I'm the type of person. Once you make it clear that you don't like niggas, you gotta stay where you at. You gotta stay where you
Okay.
at. That's what it
And
is for me. That's what it is for me. Like if he say he was just mad and blah 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 and he was arguing with a black dude and he called him a nigga. Honestly, I might could have forgiven that. But no, you were upset. You were speaking to your daughter and you made it be known you don't want her fucking with a nigger. Not a nigga, a nigger.
see, here's my thing. Niggas don't like niggas. Niggas kill niggas. Niggas are ignorant to other niggas. Niggas do all kinds of horrible shit to other niggas. And we want to get on, like I said, I'm not excusing what he said, but I don't want to hear a damn thing from niggas. And yes, I said it. I don't want to
But
hear
but listen, but
anything
listen,
from
but
y'all.
listen. But what
I
you just
say
said,
this
but what you
because,
just said, let me ask you this. Who's your favorite what's your favorite animal?
my favorite animal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, that's a hard
What's
one.
your
Maybe like a
favorite?
tiger?
Okay, let's just say okay, you said a tiger. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
you see a tiger, kill a tiger, does that make
Mm-hmm.
tigers not your favorite animal?
No.
So why would you say niggas kill? Of course, niggas kill niggas. Crackers kill crackers. Spicks kill spicks. You know what I'm saying? Like it goes on and on and on. I didn't mean to offend nobody. I'm sorry about that. If y'all are offended,
Yeah, and
but
my statements wasn't to offend anybody either, just to let everybody know. But
yeah.
I get tired of hearing stuff. Like I said, I'm not defending what he said at the time at all. I'm not. It made honestly, I'll tell you how it made me feel. I wasn't mad. I was more sad about it at the time when I heard it, and so like I hated that. That's what it was, and I heard about this 10 years ago. Actually, for anybody who doesn't know and wants to fact check, he said this almost 20 years ago. This it only came out 10 years ago because of his lawsuit. He
Once
said
you
it almost
say
20 years ago.
once you say nigga disrespectfully, it's a lifetime ban. Like
Like I
listen,
said,
listen, bro. This is
you've
something.
if
This something that I'm willing to
uh-huh.
stand on. This is something that I'm willing to stand on. And trust me, bro. If I'm being real, I can tell this. My brother's in jail, and I know he don't give a fuck. But my brother's friends, he had a white friend that called him nigga, and my brother didn't really give a fuck. But I checked that shit. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like
Uh-huh.
this. I feel like this. You are only what you allow. If you if you a person that got it made up in your mind that a certain type of person is not going to call me that, you have every right to stand on that. And that includes even in death to me. Like I'm just being real. I'm the type of person that like Mav right now. If you was to say you a white man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you call me disrespectfully, say nigger, right? I'm being real, bro. I'm the type of person that I'm gonna get away from you and nothing in this world would make me forget what you did. I don't care how much time has passed.
Okay. And I understand that. That's your prerogative with that one. Like I for me, if you did it and that was just it, yeah, I'm not messing with you. But if you did it and okay, years later, you've apologized. Look, man, I've been going to church. I've been soul searching God. I'm somebody who believes in God and I believe in the Bible and I believe in all that. So if you said this and you really have turned your life around, like nothing else has came of this in 20 years, you're like, man, it was a huge mistake. I was blah, blah, blah. Forgiveness. It's in the Bible. For all of us who want to say God this and God that and blah, 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 forgiveness is in the Bible. 77 times.
But do you
Go look it
remember
up.
what he's? But think about this. This is why it's to me. This is why I kind of turned the page on Hulk Hogan, right? Like I
Mhm.
said, if he would have just said, "I don't want my daughter dating a nigger," okay, that's fine. That's your prerogative, right? But then you try to get selective with the niggas that you want her to date. Talking about go get a 8-foot basketball playing nigga. So you telling me you're so racist. However, you just don't want her to date a regular nigga. Go get you a super nigga. That's not okay to me. You see what I'm saying? Now,
And oh, go ahead.
no. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was gonna say I understand where you're coming from. Don't get me wrong. I understand where people are coming from. I understand why people feel the way that they do. I get it. But my thing is this: we told like everybody. I see the same people saying this, but quoting Bible scriptures to me the next moment.
Mm.
I see the same people saying a lot of this, but going and they'll go and disparage a nigga in a second. The
Hey,
same people hating on the Hulk Hogan, but will go and shoot the next nigga because he's wearing the wrong color.
hey, I'm
Will
gonna
go
tell
and
you,
shoot the next nigga because he said something that you didn't like.
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. In the
I think for
words,
me, hold on,
go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna finish it off is, and I know some people might be offended. There's no excuse for it. For Hulk Hogan, yeah, there's no excuse for what you said. You can forgive people, but I'm not gonna sit here and pander to what all the niggas gotta say. You guys do all kind of shit to your own kind. Some of my trauma comes from nigga, like from when I was a kid. You guys do this to your own kind
I'm
and
gonna
don't care.
so listen. I'm gonna say this,
And
bro.
that's my thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. We were just speaking about Rick Ross. In the words of Rick Ross, God forgives. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like this.
Yeah.
I feel like this. It's not my he Hulk Hogan. I hope he got himself right with the Lord before he passed, because he didn't get right with me, and
Just
he
to
didn't
be
get
clear,
right with.
too.
From what I understand, and honestly, it don't matter if he got right with you, with me, if he got right with God, that's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to be judged for everything that we do. So that's fine.
Absolutely.
Whoever doesn't want to forget, that's fine. I'm not telling you have to, but I don't want to hear anything that, oh, he did this and he did that, and we do this to our own people. He did this. I don't care about God this, but you want to go and quote Bible scriptures and tell how people how to live. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here with
Hey,
all that.
I but
I don't want to hear nothing. Hold on, let me finish. I don't want to hear shit about God, and you do this. Anything telling me about how I should serve my God. Get out of here. I don't want to hear anything about it because y'all do this all the time.
that's
No
why
one
I
sees a
said, bro.
problem with it.
That's why I said God forgives. I don't.
And that's like I said, that's your prerogative. Like I can forgive people. I can forgive because there's times where I've done stuff to people that
Hey, don't get me
some people may
wrong.
have forgiven me and some people may have not forgiven me. And I would like people to forgive me. If I've changed my life, and I have in a lot of ways,
But look, with
it'd
what
be
you
nice
just
for
said,
people to be like, hey, man,
with what
what?
you just said though, with what you just said, you can't really get mad at those people who are whatever they're saying about Hulk Hogan, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because just being real, like you just said, you've done things to people that you hope that you've forgiven for, but who knows if they did? Because you can't judge how much what your actions did hurt people. You can't, just being real, you can't judge and say, okay, just because you were able to hear that interaction with his daughter and basically that shit rolled off of your back over time.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows that there's not somebody in this world who went through that same thing that was like that was triggered by Hulk Hogan's statements. That's the key. That's the hot word these days, right? That triggered word. So let's just say what his actions did triggered a lot of people, which it did. That's why you had a lot of people come out and say, "Man, fuck Hulk Hogan."
Well,
Man, in
real
20,
quick though, a
oh,
lot of people, real
yeah,
quick,
go.
a lot of people do trash on Hogan outside of the N word thing. A lot of wrestlers think he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
He's a backstabber.
That's true.
you are right. You're right.
He wore,
that he,
hey,
you know what I'm
he
saying.
wore a bandana to court.
I mean, he's a backstabber. He's a trickster, a liar.
You are.
You know what I'm saying. All those petty things. He like a lot. It's not just the N word thing. You know what I'm saying.
And
It ain't
not
just
to
Yeah.
like
mention,
he. A
not
lot
to
of people don't
mention
have
that
nothing good to say about dude.
I
Bad
said on my
business,
socials,
bad business. He does bad business with people. Like
and
he doesn't
Well,
have a good
bro,
he doesn't have a good rapport with wrestlers.
he has the
His own
trashiest
his
finishing
own
move in
wrestlers.
the world, bro.
That's not an
Your
opinion. I'm talking about all facts.
that's my
I'm talking.
problem. His finishing move as a
He has
wrestler was
all kinds
super
of
trash.
he don't have a
y'all,
good rapport with a lot
or
of people.
you're and Corey, you're right. Like I've read this for you. It surprised me some of the stuff, but I also know this: that being in his position, being champion, and being who he is, people after
Mm-hmm.
him are just like that.
Yeah,
From
I'm
John
with you,
Cena, and arguably John Cena's done worse to people.
Bro,
Arguably,
let me
everybody
ask you this.
talks about Hogan, and yeah, I get that. I get that. And I was like, yeah, he kind of did some piece of shit stuff. I get that. Everybody talks about that, but no one says anything about anybody else.
Bro,
I was
can
like,
I
a lot of wrestlers are like that, bro. A lot of wrestlers like they. Oh, go ahead. What's up?
no, I was
well,
just
I
gonna
mean,
say, bro,
a
I
lot of
just
people
wanted to
call
give my
a lot of people call Goldberg a piece of shit too, though. I mean, folks be
Yeah,
talking about
that's
I,
what I'm
Goldberg.
I
Folks be
just
saying.
talking
wanted to
about
give
people.
I just wanted to give my personal beef with Hulk Hogan. So my personal beef with Hulk Hogan, bro, my daddy told me a long time ago, right? He said that Hulk Hogan, this is exactly what my daddy said. He said Hulk Hogan is the white man's answer to the rising nigga. And I said, what do you mean? He said, now look at Hulk Hogan's rise to fame. He said it was during the 80s and 90s. I was like, right? He said, think about what was going crazy. He said, you had the crack epidemic, which means the rise of black street niggas, right? Then you had, he
Hmm.
said, then he said you had Michael Jordan. In baseball, you had Ken Griffey Jr. In football, you had Dion. You know what I'm saying? All these black athletes are emerging as stars and getting shoe deals. And you see what I'm saying? Bro, he said, they said they engineered Hulk Hogan in a factory basically to be the white man's answer to black people rising in this country. And here's why I believe that. Here's why I believe that, right? Think about this. Think about his character, right? He's built on being a man's man, and I'm walking around and you see what I'm saying? I'm in my stupid ass yellow drawers. My finishing move is a trash ass leg drop. My daddy said that leg drop was the white man's answer to, we don't gotta be able to jump, run, skip, and hop, all the shit that these niggas are doing to be relevant. So Vince McMahon and Hulk Hogan constructed some shit where this basic ass leg drop would be his finishing move. And when he does it, the wrestlers overreact like it's the most painful thing in the world. Now, bro, I swear to God, when I was a child, I tested out my daddy's theory, right? I let
Uh-huh.
I let four of my homeboys leg drop me right there in my front yard on 23rd Avenue North, Nashville, Tennessee. That
Uh-huh.
shit does not hurt in
It
no way,
depends on
shape,
how
or
you're
form.
doing it,
So,
though.
so,
Like,
so, so, look, 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 look,
I
look.
think it
Now
would
think
hurt if
about
you
it.
did it.
Now think about it, right? Think about it. The reason why my daddy was saying he was the white man's answer to the rising nigga is because he was so basic. That was basically the country saying, us white men, we don't have to be able to do this and do that and blah, 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 blah. We can get it done with our grit and grind and all that bullshit. And my daddy also said, what's the guy with the 2x4? Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Uh-huh.
Basically, he said that when Hulk Hogan started doing stupid shit like spraying his skin to make himself appear darker, they basically turned their back on Hulk Hogan, which led him to he fell off in WWF, which made him run to WCW. When he gained traction back in WCW, right? He was a completely different person. Remember, NWO? Now he's wearing all black, right?
Well, in WCW, that was the whole same period though. But go ahead.
Yeah.
And
You got to
what do you mean?
understand this too.
What was the
Hold,
theme?
hold on, hold on. Let
The
me,
the New
let
World
me.
Order was a whole. You tapped into something different. That was him wearing black and white
Yeah,
was because of what WCW was trying to do with a whole new movement. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. And they
and
they
they
changed wrestling doing this.
Think about
Let
it.
yeah.
me correct you on
That's
something.
his
Let me
point
correct
though.
you.
His like
Well, let me not correct you, but let me say something real quick. As far Hogan was marketed as he was here because that's basically the American dream. It had nothing to do, I don't think, with race. He was
yeah, think
marketed that here. Like I said, in Japan, and y'all, the wrestler I was talking about earlier is Hogan. He's a different guy in Japan. He's called Ichiban in Japan.
y'all
In
making my
Japan, he's a
point.
whole different wrestler.
Y'all
Well,
making my
let me
point.
finish. Let me finish. My in Japan, he wrestled differently. So he's not your basic wrestler that blah blah. No, he's doing all kinds of moves. Man knows how to wrestle. It's just he's marketed differently in America because that's what
That's
we want to
exact.
see. We want to see Titan.
That's
Hold on, hold
exactly
on.
what I said. That's exactly what I
No,
said. I
you're
said
saying
he was
go
marketed
go
to
go
be
ahead.
the he was marketed to be the white man's answer to the rising nigga here in America. Because think about it.
I wasn't. I don't.
Even with what Corn said with
Go
the
ahead.
new world, think about what Corn just said with the new world order and that being the theme. Think about how that ties into that Illuminati shit.
Mm-hmm.
New world order, bro. If you read 48 Laws of Power and all of that shit, that's all they talk about is new world order. That's and think about it. That's what the powerful people. You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm not gonna repeat my daddy and say white man's answer to the nigga. I'll say the $1 billion corporation. He
Mm-hmm.
was he was their answer to the rising black man in this country. Because think about it, bro. Hulk Hogan was also rising when Magic Johnson and Larry Bird were on the NBA level revolutionizing the NBA. You see what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
now that worked for you see what I'm saying? That worked for the NBA. Bro, all of these sports leagues are trying the NBA's formula of you find a black and a white guy and make them stars. And then you're going to bring along a rising young person and take it over the top. That's what the WNBA is doing. Bro, they tried that shit. I'm telling you. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, they are the WNBA's Michael Jordan. I'm sorry, the WNBA's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. And I guarantee you, bro, what's the Cambridge girl's name? Is it Jaylani? Kaylani, something like that? Jaylani Cambridge? She's currently at Ohio State and she is unreal. She's actually from Nashville, bro. I'm telling you, she is going to be the WNBA's version of Michael Jordan. And I can tell you how the WWF did it.
You say yeah, how do you think they did it?
The WWF?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So think about this. So you have Hulk Hogan, who is the current white star, right? My father said that the reason why he started spray painting his skin to appear darker was because there was not a black guy who could match him as far as his star power, at least in the wrestling world, right? So what do? They create it's another white guy, but they also
Uh-huh.
spray paint him and make him look darker and they put something on his face. You know who that was? The Ultimate Warrior.
Who?
The Ultimate Warrior. That's why I'm
Think
telling you,
about
bro.
bodybuilding, bro.
That's why
Like
you.
the spray painting, everybody in wrestling does that. They've done this for years.
But
Like I
them,
don't
but
it had nothing to do with race.
them
Like
two.
as far as that, it's the the spray tan has been done for years. If you think about bodybuilding, they do it in there too. They want you to have a perfect man's look.
But think
Black
about it.
people don't
Why?
need to spray tan, of course, but they want you to have what they think is like the ideal look for a superstar.
But
This wasn't a matter of race. This was
Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior went over the top with it, bro. That's why there were multiple people who didn't even know Hulk Hogan was white.
I
That's
mean,
not
it's
true,
kind of
bro.
obvious.
That's not true,
Yeah,
bro. Folks knew
there's a
Hogan was
lot of
white, bro.
people that
Let's not do that
yeah,
one. Let's not do
he
that.
looked like he was white, bro. It's like
He
it's like
did the
a
movie.
Nah,
He
it's
did the
almost like
movie. He has the movies and everything, bro. Like, nah, bro. He
yeah,
was white, bro. He's
like he
white.
talked like it. He said it, bro. Like the spray thing, I honestly think it's rooted in bodybuilding, and honestly, in Vince McMahon, if you know who he is, he likes a certain look. He wants you to look like a bodybuilder. Wrestling, and a lot of people don't get this. They're looking at the acrobatics and stuff. Wrestling is supposed to tell you a story,
At
like a
that
movie,
time,
like a broad
at
wrestling,
that time,
and
for
even
sure.
now, yeah, for sure at that time, and even now
bro.
they attempt. Hold on, let me finish. Like wrestling, and this is what a lot of listeners need to understand. Wrestling is supposed to tell you a story. This is
Uh,
supposed to look a certain way. It's Titan versus Titan. Hogan wrestled the way he did because he's a Titan. He's not supposed to be doing flips and this, that. No, he's a Titan. Hogan versus Andre is like Thanos versus Hulk.
Bro, I'm
That's
telling
what
you
this
now.
is supposed
If
to
you
be.
think, if y'all think for 1 second, like I think that's the biggest mistake that honestly black people are making these days. Black people are thinking that everything these days is not about race. When I think things these days are even more about race than they were back then.
That bro, that's because you the people put that in their heads. It's perpetuated, and
No,
it's
I think
victim.
there is a
It's a victim mentality, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick
wait.
of
So
everybody, and
you
especially
don't
the
think
black
that
people having victim. It's a.
you don't
I
think
don't
that
think
there's a
that every
power
little thing
struggle
is.
going on in this country?
Of course, there's a power struggle. There's always there's power struggle been going on for years.
So how can
Okay,
everything not
there's
be
a
about
power struggle
race?
been going on for years. To me, you said what?
Okay, so if you admit that there is a power struggle, a racial power struggle, how can everything not be about race?
No, I said there's been a power struggle going on for years. I'm not even gonna say it's a complete race power struggle. I think race power struggle is made up. Like people
Nah,
perpetuate that, and a lot of. I'm not saying there's no racist people in the world. There are, but I think a lot of people just perpetuate. Everything is turned into this is racist. This is racist. This is blah 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 blah. And for
uh,
black people, it turns into victimhood. Whoa, our ancestors did this. We weren't around for none of that shit.
nigga, you
Okay,
know what?
I
You know
get
what?
that the
No.
ancestors went
I'm
through
glad.
this, but
I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad that you said that. For that to be true, then you explain to me. You explain to me why do you think there are so many examples of where a black person does everything correctly? They don't have a spot on their resume, but they will be overlooked for whether it be a house, whether it be a job, whether it be a car, whether it be anything.
and that sucks. I hate that that happens, but I also realize this: it's the stigma that black people have created for themselves.
Is it a stigma or
We
is
have
it
created a stigma. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, it is. At this point, when you sit there and watch the world, you sit there and black people want all this sympathy, but y'all sit there and rob, steal, and lie. And I'm not saying that we should be prejudged. Like I'm not somebody who prejudges anybody, but I'm starting to understand as to why not just white people, other people think this too.
mm-hmm.
It's the stigma that we've created for ourselves. I'm tired of it being denied. I'm not. I love my people, but at the same time, there is a problem. I don't care who don't like Charleston White. He's not wrong about everything he says. It's a problem and people need to stop avoiding it. There's a world problem. Don't get me wrong. White people, black people, there's a world problem with people just going crazy. I'm not saying that there's not. But if we're going to talk about black people and this, that, and the third, there is a problem in the black community. And when people see it, now you'll start, like, I'm not, like I said, even after today, I won't even say much about it. Everybody, listeners, Marquee Gang, watch the world. Watch how we operate, and you'll understand. I understand it a whole lot better now.
So let
There
me
was
ask
a
you this.
point where I
Let
was
me ask
like,
you
why
this.
are you ragging on black people like this? Hold on. Why are you ragging on this, this, and that? And in a lot of cases, man, yeah, sometimes it's unjust, but sometimes it's just. We see half the video. We see the, oh, he's harassing me, and we didn't see the first 3 parts of the video where you were sitting there harassing this person, and this is why they did this to you. Not saying
Okay.
it's right. I'm not saying it's all they called you a nigger in all cases, but they might have done something. They might have hit you in your face. They might have done something because you were doing something first in a lot of cases. Now, there's a lot of cases also where black people, you aren't doing anything. Y'all just racist motherfuckers. I've been through that. But I've also seen it to where black people will tell half the story. Stop it.
Okay. So let me ask you
Stop.
this. So let me ask
It's
you this.
ridiculous. Stop condoning
So
it and stop
if
because it's
black
going to get
people,
worse the more we
so
condone it.
if black people are creating a stigma, you explain, since it didn't involve white people, you explain the stigma that black people are creating when you think of a Trayvon Martin.
Even where, I'm not saying Trayvon Martin was right. If the story, like the story we heard, is correct, because you know how the media can
That's
twist it,
what
but if
that
the
no no
story
no
that
that's
we
what
heard,
the guy who killed Trayvon Martin said, that Trayvon Martin looked suspicious. And even when he approached him, the police are telling him, leave him alone. He says something to Trayvon Martin. He says, I'm just getting home. And when he kills him, all he has on him is a pack of Skittles. So you tell me, how is that a stigma that black people created?
for that guy, like, and even for him, like, I don't
For
know
that
too much
child, he
about
was a
George.
child.
Hold on, let me finish. You got to let me finish my point. I don't know much about George Zimmerman, so I don't know what his pre-exposure to black people or anything was. Now, there's people who are like that have pre-exposure. They witness black people robbing and stealing and this, and that. So there's other people that, okay, I would understand why you would think that because we've created that. With him, I don't know. You were told to back off. He's not a threat or anything like that. You took it. You were overzealous and took this into your own hands. You're fucked up for that. Fuck that guy for that. But I'm not going to sit here and act like we have not created this stigma on ourselves. That other black people that are ignorant haven't ruined it for people because of your ignorance, and you just want to do dumb
Okay.
shit.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. So okay, so one stigma, or one what's the word? One damn, what's the shit? One stereotype that black people have is, apparently, because Trayvon had on a hoodie. Bro, do you know
Uh,
how many racists have committed crimes wearing a hood? Prime example, the most famous white criminal organization in the world, the Ku Klux Klan, got famous for wearing their hood. Now, somehow, the stigma of this country got flipped so that, oh, you see a black man with a hood on, he's going to do something wrong. Although the Ku Klux Klan has been able to hide in plain sight for centuries. Please explain that stigma.
you're talking about two different things.
No, that's the
The Ku
same
Klux
thing.
Klan they wear a hooded mask, and you know who this is. I understand it. They have a certain uniform, just like a bank robber, just like a person who robs a convenience store has a certain type of a look. If you're gonna rob a convenience store and you want to hide your face, most time you're wearing a hoodie with a mask on, so the cameras can't catch your face. You're wearing gloves with the gun. That's why you're wearing the typical of somebody who's gonna rob the place. And a lot of times, I'm not saying white people don't, they do, but I'm saying a lot of times it's niggas doing this.
Mm,
So yes, there is a stigma. You're talking about a hooded Klan member. If a hooded Klan member walked in, yeah, you're gonna know that's the Ku Klux Klan because he's a hooded Klan member.
but you
This is
don't
what they
because
wear.
they cover their face. And they, like they say, Ku Klux Klan members could be your favorite politician, your favorite teacher, your favorite police officer.
Okay.
To me, that's the only difference is that between a black man walking to the store in a hoodie who could possibly be minding his business and he see a shortcut and take that shortcut versus I'm a friendly firefighter who I'm going to smile in your face, but as soon as I get the chance, I'll do something to you. That's what you all of your the I guess that's the difference. Like other races rather basically be low key with it. Whereas a black man who's 9 times out of 10 down on his luck, if he's running in a store with a hood on, he's probably doing it for survival reasons, right or wrong.
Possibly. I'm not saying that that's not true, but I'm also saying another two things can be true at once. That we created this stigma. I've seen this. The stigma is created from. I'm not saying every black person is like that. I'm saying it's created. It's there. No matter how much we want to deny it, I get it. I'm like, yeah, that's usually the uniform. I get that. You know, there's some stereotypes about all races that are true. You know, like I hate to say it, but I was like, sometimes it's just true.
That's true. That's
And
true.
I'm not saying like, what do you say?
No, I said that's true. Sometimes it is true.
Yeah, like I said, and I love my people. I love my black people. I wish we would just do better. That's my main point. I don't want people to think that about black folks. I don't. But it's like in us. We can't deny it. Like no matter what, we always got to be fighting. We always got to be doing this. We always got to be doing that. White people mimic us. And they think that's how we're like. I see a lot of white girls going and talking like black girls and this and that. And it's like, that's what they think we sound like. You know that, right?
Mav, real
Why
quick.
does that white girl sound so ignorant? Because she thinks that's what we sound like. When
Mav,
white people try to talk in the urban or talk in the Ebonic, that's what they think we sound like.
Mav,
You know? Yeah, what's up?
think about what you're doing, bro. What you just did is what they accuse all black people of doing, right? What you just did was you turned a argument where I said fuck a individual white man into a conversation about what's wrong with black people. That's not a stigma.
Wait. You said no. It connects. This totally connects. If
How?
you said one individual, and I'm like, yeah, because black people were the ones that are like they're looking at you crazy if you even say rest in peace to that individual.
But
That's why
bro,
this
but think
connects.
about this. Think
Like,
about this.
no,
You're basically telling me that you know what manipulation is? Manipulation is not accusing you of manipulation, but I'm saying this way. What they do. You basically said that I'm wrong. I'm wrong because of how I reacted to what that man did.
I've already stated earlier.
You can't get mad at me for my
No,
reaction to your
I
bullshit.
never I never said that. I already stated earlier. I was like, I understand the people that are like that. I'm not saying that you can't be mad. I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying I don't want to hear personally from a lot of people saying this and giving their reasons as to why when the black community is in that kind of condition. I never said you couldn't feel how you feel. Instead, I said the exact opposite. I said you can feel how you feel. I'm not knocking that. Everybody has the right to feel how they feel. But what
All I
I'm
know is
saying is
this,
when you go around when we have the biggest, strongest, like have the advantage over people. We have the biggest voices, the biggest influence. Like when you go around saying stuff, that's my issue.
bro. All I know is this. I don't know what Sting has done or how he feels about niggas personally, but if Sting was to pass right now, I might fucking cry. You see
It'd
what I'm
be
saying?
sad for me. It'd be sad for me because, and I only like, and honestly, I'll even say this: Hogan was what I grew up with him and Sting, the rivalry. I grew up with that. So in my there might be for Hogan, there's a little bit of bias there because I grew up with that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be just like him when I was kids. If Sting passed, it'd be sad the same way. You know, I'd be like,
Hey,
man, that sucks, my childhood. You
hey,
know,
I just want to tell y'all something, bro. I'm literally cooking y'all, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because y'all know that. So, like I said, the answer to Hulk Hogan corporately was Ultimate Warrior. Now, if y'all don't forget when Sting first came out, who did he try to be?
I want to. He's more like Flair to me, but
No,
I mean,
he was just like Sting was just like Ultimate Warrior. The only difference between Sting and Ultimate Warrior when Sting first came out was that Sting had a low buzz cut and he wore pants.
him and Warrior were tag partners though, so that's why they look like they're tag
But
partners.
Exactly. Bro,
Ultimate Warrior was brought in to take over Hulk Hogan, and it didn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, he was brought in as a
of course,
replacement for Hulk, and it didn't work.
of course
Like
it
Hulk
didn't
Hogan had
work.
to keep going.
Bro, he was the white. Bro, what did I just say to y'all, bro? Of course it didn't work.
I
Now,
mean, I know you're gonna
think
go with
about
this. He
this.
was the White Hope. I know you're gonna go with this. He's the White Hope or whatever you want to go with. But that whole Hulkamania wave, bro, was a real thing, bro. He played
Yeah,
the hell out that role, bro. I mean, he was cold with it.
yeah,
You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course
he
it
did.
was.
Can't everybody try to mimic it? The only person who was the closest to mimic that thing was Stone Cold, and that was, you know what I'm saying. Even though it
Yep.
wasn't a Hulkamania thing, but it was, it was the Stone Cold's own little way. He was the only person that was able to
Yeah, you're right.
mimic it. You know what I'm saying? So you
That's
can't
what
just
I'm
You're
put
right.
saying.
anybody in that role.
Of course it couldn't
Yeah,
mimic it.
you're right.
That's why they made Sting go to black. He had to change his whole character, bruh. Think about it. Think about it.
You said that's why they what?
Ultimate
That's why
Warrior
Sting
also didn't
had to.
work. He what
That's why Sting had to reinvent himself, bruh, because they
Ultimate Warrior also
conceded that
couldn't
Ultimate
he
Warrior
couldn't
was
work the
not
mic.
the answer.
Hold on. What'd you say, Corn? I'm sorry.
He couldn't work the mic. Ultimate Warrior couldn't talk. You know what I'm saying? So Hulk Hogan
He could.
could.
He just sounded kind of like a crackhead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, bro. Okay, I'll say this. And then we could change the topic. I personally am not mad at Hulk Hogan. I just, you know, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't care for him anyway because I thought he was a trash wrestler. But then when he started throwing niggas around, it was an easy page turn for me. Damn, why is my phone
Okay,
going
then
in?
I understand it.
I mean,
No, I
whatever y'all.
totally.
I get it. Whatever
Oh,
folks want to say, he's arguably a top five greatest wrestler, or at least most entertaining, most known wrestler ever to hit the stage, bro. It
oh
is what
yeah,
it is.
yeah. You're
He
right.
arguably can be Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
Hulk Hogan would be
honestly,
on
to
your
me,
rush.
yes, he has to be on. He would have to be on Mount Rushmore. If you're going, you don't get anybody after that a superstar of that caliber without him. To me, I think. Well, I'm not gonna say he would have to be, but I'm saying like
he damn near
I
has
put
to be
Hulk
on
Hogan
there.
up there. Yeah, like I don't want to. I don't want to force people to say he should, but I'm like,
Okay,
honestly,
can I
that
give y'all
he's.
my Mount Rushmore of wrestlers?
Go ahead.
On my Mount Rushmore, it would be I would go Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Uh-huh.
I would probably go Sting. For me, and I know like y'all said that, he was whatever. I didn't know about this, but um I would go to Undertaker. So I would go Stone Cold, Sting, Undertaker. And that fourth one, I don't it's kind of iffy for me. But I told y'all, Hulk Hogan was not in my top five at all. So
Okay.
what would
So
y'all's
who's
be?
your four? So who's your fourth person?
Me personally, I would go The Rock.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay. Undertaker, Rock, and Stone Cold are all in the Mount Rushmore bubble. So I'm with you on that. And
Yeah,
Sting is too. So I mean, but he's more on the outer into that. But Undertaker, so all your people you just name are all in the bowl of Mount Rushmore candidates. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but Hogan. I mean, he wouldn't be in mine, but like if I had to do like a non-biased shit, I'd probably put Hogan in there. You know what I'm saying? Like people gonna have
yeah.
Flair. It's gonna people hanging on Flair in there, Ric Flair on there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the Mount
hey y'all,
Rushmore of
hey,
wrestling is gonna be
real
very
quick,
different for a lot of
I'm
people.
gonna tell,
Mhm.
hey, real quick, I'm gonna tell y'all. Shit, I think my phone go dead. I got like 5%. So if I cut out, that just know that's what happened. Y'all just finished the show.
Well,
Okay.
hold on. Let's go ahead. If you're gonna cut out, let's go ahead and like let's wrap up because when you know what happens when you cut if you cut out, it'll mess it up. So
Right,
Yeah,
that's
right,
number
no.
right.
one. So so yeah, let's finish it real quick then. But what were you saying, Corn? You said
I really believe in wrestling, like the
uh huh.
amount, like football and basketball, like it's kind of like in football, it's like 10 people who get floated around the whole everything. You're basically shuffling around 10 people. You know what I'm saying? In football, in basketball, you're basically shuffling around like 10 people for Mount Rushmore,
Yeah,
right?
Hmm.
And in wrestling, you might be shuffling around like 25 to 30 people. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk.
you're right. You're right. You're right. And like I said, Hogan, for me, I say this and no bias about anything. I say this because we don't get the superstar wrestler without him.
Hey,
He was the
real quick.
first superstar that took it globally like that, and the wrestlers wouldn't be getting the stardom or the paydays that they get without Hogan. So I'll put him up there. My four is Hogan, Bret Hart, Stone Cold, and that fourth one is hard. I want to say maybe The Rock or Shawn Michaels or Undertaker,
Hey,
one of the three.
who who
But
would
Yeah,
you
he,
who's your favorite like C list wrestler? Like mine, bro. I was a crazy Diamond Dallas Page fan, bro.
oh my goodness, I love Diamond Dallas. Yes, yes,
Dude, I
yes.
thought
Diamond
he
Dallas
was like
Page wasn't a C-list
God's
wrestler
gift to
though.
wrestling.
So Diamond Dallas Page wasn't a C-list wrestler though. He has a real thing in
He wasn't.
WCW. But he was nowhere
Yeah,
near
that's
C-list.
right.
He was a
He had a
real thing.
huge movement.
He was a
Yeah,
real
that's
Yeah,
right.
thing.
yeah,
He had a
yeah.
huge movement.
He was nowhere near
Yeah, so
C-list.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie
yeah,
to you
you're
though.
right.
I used to have a T-shirt, real shit. It had all Mick Foley's characters on it, bro. That shirt used to go
Hmm.
so hard. I hated that I lost it, bro.
Oh yeah,
Man, you know the little wrestling shirts everybody used to get from like Walmart and shit like that,
yeah, yeah.
bro. It had Mankind in the middle. It had Mick Foley on it, and it had I forgot the name. Was it Cactus Jack?
Yeah.
Was Cactus Jack
Uh,
Mankind? Yeah,
uh,
it had
listeners,
Cactus Jack, Mankind, and uh Mick Foley, bro.
Yeah,
Hardest shirt in the
listeners.
world.
I don't know if Key Anthony means this or not, but if you're listening, he just brought up uh C-list wrestlers, and then he said Diamond Does Page and came right there with Mick Foley. I don't know if he thinks Mick Foley is a C-list wrestler, but he's not. So,
he's not. Yeah, you're right.
he's
No, no, no,
not.
no. I went.
He's
I didn't
not.
say that he. I didn't say he
I
was
just
a
want to.
C-list wrestler.
I just want to.
I didn't say
Oh,
he
you
was
I
were
a
mean,
just
C-list.
saying.
I mean,
I was just saying I had
you
a
brought up that you
Mankind
made a
T-shirt.
topic and then started and naming wrestlers. I just want to be clear that he's nowhere near C. He's arguably also Mount Rushmore. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
No, no, no.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah,
mean he was. I didn't mean Mankind was C-list. I just meant I had a hard shirt. I was talking about Diamond Dallas Page.
yeah. Okay, okay. That's and he's not like yeah, he's not C-list at all.
Okay, so
nah, he's not.
who's
Oh,
y'all C-list wrestlers?
Like Celis
go
Russell be
ahead,
like
Corn.
Celis Russell be like Val Venus. She like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like those are
Yeah,
like William Regal. She like those are your C-list wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? She like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I see what you mean. If we're gonna go C-list wrestlers, man, I don't know if you guys. Well, I don't know if he's considered. Do you, Corn? Do you remember a wrestler named Juventud Guerrera?
Yes.
I don't know if we consider him C-list because like he was big, but he was like, but he didn't get crazy big. Like, but he was like, he should have got more credit than he did. But he's amongst one of my. I'll name him as one of my favorites as far as
Mhm.
being like,
Cause
I guess not as big.
when I'm thinking Steelers, I'm thinking of niggas who come on first, like William Regal, A
Yeah,
Train,
I see.
Test, RP Test, the Test when he was
Yeah,
coming
that's right.
on.
Test.
Test was a C-list wrestler.
Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man. Even though he slick had a little move, but he was C-list material. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like those are
Oh
your
no, man. I think
like
that I think
Maven.
those guys are
Maven
like
was
F
C-list
level.
before.
Yeah, Maven was. Yeah. What do you say, Key?
Maven was C-list.
I think those guys are like
Benjamin
F
Shelton.
level. When I said C level,
Benjamin Shelton.
I mean like not the guys that's the main event, not the guy even not the guys that is second to the main event. I meant the guys that's like popular and they come not in the beginning, but they like in the middle. You see what I'm saying? Like they were cool enough for you to have an action figure of them. If you had a Val Venus action figure, you was the lamest nigga in the world.
Oh, I can go Disco Inferno on that one, and I actually kind of like Disco Inferno. But like, if anybody remembers Disco Inferno, like he's considered kind of like a
I'm gonna
C
tell you.
list
I'm gonna tell you who I
below.
can consider C list.
Huh?
Viscera, shit like
Rey
that.
Yeah,
Mysterio.
him too, Viscera. What?
What?
Yeah, he's C
What did
level,
you
bro.
just say?
All right,
Wow.
y'all. All right, y'all. We've had a good
Yeah.
time here. We had a good time. We
Bro,
finna
Rey
wrap
Yeah.
this up.
Right.
Mysterio was
We finna wrap this
he
up.
was
We finna
C
wrap this
level
up.
at
Right.
best.
We
Wow.
finna wrap this. We finna wrap this show up, man.
Rey Mysterio was a C
Candy's on
level
drugs. He's
wrestler.
taking drugs. We not finna. I have y'all. We have a good one, y'all. I love y'all. I love the
Wait, so
show.
wait. So y'all
You
put
be
Rey
good, man. You be good, man.
y'all put
Candy,
Rey
nah.
Mysterio in
I'm
the
cool,
A
bro.
level?
I'm cool. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you
I'm gone.
crazy?
I'm
Like
gone, bro.
that's
So
like,
you'll pick
I'm
Rey
bruh.
gone.
Mysterio to headline your WrestleMania?
Oh
He
my goodness, he
has.
has
He
headlined it
has. I'm gone,
Nah,
bro.
and
bro.
won a
Hey,
championship, I
man,
Nah.
think, at a
man,
WrestleMania.
man. I'm gone,
So
man.
okay.
I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I'm out.
so who you taking off your Mount Rushmore for Rey Mysterio? Because for me, A level is only the people that you would put on your Mount Rushmore.
He's in the he's a contender. He's a contender for being in the Mount Rushmore.
So he's B level.
For what Rey Mysterio's performance and what he's contributed to the business, yes, he's a contender. Yes,
He's
all
B
day.
level. Bro,
He's not B level. He's A level to me.
I'm
He's
gonna
an
tell
A
you what
level luchador to me. He's an A level wrestler to me.
I don't know, bro. I only used to see Rey
That's
Mysterio
wild,
like
bro.
on you used to see Rey Mysterio on WCW goddamn Saturday morning special type shit.
Ray was a mainstay in WCW, bro. Like him and the whole luchador thing. The luchador thing was a huge thing in WCW. WCW pretty much
Bro,
brought that to mainstream, and he
I
was a
put
big part of the.
so let me ask you this. Where would you categorize as far as A level, B level, C level? Where would you categorize people like Edge?
Edge. As far now, what are we talking about? Entertainment or
Would
pure
you would you
wrestling talent? What are we
would
talking
you
about?
categorize him overall? I mean, like as an overall package, would you put Edge in the A to C level?
Yes, A. I put him in A. I put Edge in A for me personally.
Bro, Edge is B at best.
That's crazy, bro.
You just, bro,
Edge,
I've never heard Edge open his fucking mouth.
what?
I've
Bro,
never heard
you
Edge
how
talk.
long has it been since you
You've heard
how
Edge.
long has it been since you watched wrestling?
So let me ask you this.
Yes, Edge as one of the other huge mouth. What?
When? I'm gonna tell you, I haven't watched wrestling since like fucking 2002.
Even then, Edge was talking, bro.
Bro, I've
Like
never
more
heard
towards
Edge talk.
2005 when that's
I've never heard Edge
crazy. Have
talk.
you heard him talk, Horn? I know you have.
You heard Edge talk?
That's
What's
crazy,
what's
bro.
what's
You've
what's he
never heard
saying?
Edge talk.
No.
That's crazy, bro. Yes, Edge does talk, and I consider him A level. Like, yes, Edge, and especially in his later in his career when he,
Edge is beyond A level, bro. Stop talking to him, man,
yeah,
bro. Stop talking to him, man, bro. His name. He
yeah,
Okay.
also is
So
arguably on. He's arguably top 10
okay.
ever. Like, man, ooh,
yeah.
ooh.
Edge is up there.
So
Nah,
basically everybody
don't
that
talk
y'all
to
were
him.
a fan of was A level, right? You can't put everybody at
No,
A level.
It's
I just
not everybody. There's certain people who are at A level.
So
There's certain people like right
every
now.
every every wrestler I name, y'all say
I
is
didn't
A
say
level.
everybody. I didn't say everybody was. You just named
You
Rey
just
Mysterio
told me to
and
stop.
Edge, bro.
You just
You just
told me
Yeah,
to
named
stop
Rey
talking
Mysterio
to
and
you,
Edge. You said Rey
but
Mysterio and Edge.
they not A level wrestlers.
Yes, they
that's
are.
wild. That's crazy to say,
Okay,
bro.
okay.
They're
Let me do
beyond
this.
the A level wrestlers.
Let me do this.
Rey
Name
Mysterio
who
is the
I
greatest.
consider
It's the greatest luchador ever. He's the greatest
can I
luchador
cons,
ever,
Yeah,
can I na-
ever, ever,
can
ever.
I name who I would put as an A level wrestler, and y'all tell me y'all gonna put Edge in front of him?
name. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Name whoever you say.
Go
I'll be
ahead, bro.
honest about it. Go
Go
ahead.
The
ahead,
Rock,
bro.
The Rock,
Okay,
Stone Cold Steve Austin,
okay,
Triple
okay,
You
H,
said The Rock.
Triple H,
okay,
The
okay,
Undertaker,
okay,
Okay.
The Undertaker,
okay,
Kane,
okay.
Okay.
Kane.
No, no,
Oh
no,
wow.
no, 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 no. But go ahead.
You would wait.
You're not getting Kane. You're not getting Kane. Now he's
You
not
would
over
put
Edge.
Edge,
He's
and you
nowhere
would
near
put
over Edge.
Edge
He's
in a
nowhere near over Edge.
you would put
He's not
Edge in the
over
main
Edge,
event
bro. Not
over
close.
Kane.
You
Edge
said
has done
Edge in the
it.
main. It
Edge has
depends
done
on
it.
what
He's
version of
done
Kane.
it.
For
He's done
for
it.
me, it depends on what version of Kane we're talking about. If we're
Kane is
talking
not
about
over
early
Edge,
Kane,
bro.
I mean, original
Kane is not over
OG
Edge,
Kane.
bro.
if
You
I'm
telling me
main
you're
event
gonna
status original, if I'm going original OG Kane, I'd put him in a match over Edge. But overall, I can't put him just overall over Edge like that. Edge is,
He's,
and he
bro,
got better throughout
I'm
the
bro,
talking,
years.
bro.
no, bro, no, bro.
If you're
It's
building a
Mav, it's
wrestling main
over. It's
event,
over. He's not over Edge.
if you building a wrestler main event, you telling me you think a crowd is gonna come see Edge over Kane?
They did. What are you talking about? They
They
did.
No,
that's
no,
why. But this is
no,
why I say it
no,
depends on what
no,
version of Kane you are
bro,
Bro,
getting.
you, man,
bro.
Because
man,
there was a point when they did.
you don't know wrestling.
There was
You don't know
bro.
Yeah.
wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Name,
gotta know
no,
wrestling
no,
over
no.
here. But But
Name
go
me,
ahead, go
bro.
ahead, go ahead. You only name
Name
five.
me,
You only name five. You only name
name
five.
me
Go ahead.
one match. Name me one match that was bigger than the match that Kane had against Undertaker, where if he lost, he had to take his mask off. Please tell me that the
TLC
match Edge
one,
had them.
TLC two, TLC three. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
What are you
yeah,
talking about?
yeah,
What are you
yeah,
talking about?
yeah,
Bro, that
Anyway,
is
bro.
cap.
Anyway,
Cap,
bro.
bro.
Move
Bro,
on.
yeah.
We moving
bro,
on. We
everybody,
moving on.
bro. It,
We moving on, bro. You only name five wrestlers, even though you're not getting Kane, but you name five wrestlers.
because,
But go ahead.
bro, because everybody can't be A list. What you mean? I gave you five.
Kane, you did not give me
What
five, bro. He's not over Edge. Like he's not. He's just nowhere close. But anyway, you gotta name me five more wrestlers that you gonna put over Edge or that comes before Edge.
I got to give you five more. I just gave you five.
You said 10. You said 10. You
Okay,
said
okay, okay,
10.
okay, 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 okay. I give you five more. I give you five more.
You said 10.
Right?
It named five. And you only
No,
named
no.
four
Okay,
because
Mhm.
okay,
Kane is nowhere
okay. You
close
right.
over
Yeah.
Edge.
You
But go
right.
ahead.
You right. You right. You right. You right. You right. I only gave you five. Okay, so here's six.
You gave me
Hulk Hogan.
four, but I'm with you though.
Hulk Hogan. Right? He's six.
No.
Oh, okay.
Performing wise, no.
He's over Edge, but I got you though. Go
Wait.
ahead. So
So
go
you
Well,
ahead.
not
telling me
performing.
you
Yeah,
tell
he's on an overall status, yeah, but performing wise, Edge is a better performer.
y'all?
Yeah.
So y'all would
He's
pick
over
Edge
Edge, bro.
over
He's
a
over Edge.
prime
He's over
Hulk
Edge.
Hogan in a main event.
He's over Edge. Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh
Six.
my. Okay. Okay. I forgot.
He's
I
over
forgot where I
Edge. I
was. I
got.
said Hulk Hogan.
He's over Edge. He's over Edge. I got you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Shit, I forgot where I was. I gave you 6 wrestlers.
No,
Hulk
you
Hogan.
gave
No,
me
you got 4
you
more
gave
to
me
go.
5. You gave me 5, but I got you though. You gave me 6. Go ahead. I'm not absolutely not giving you Kane. At no shape, form, fashion, I'm giving you Kane.
You talking about
But
original Kane? Original Kane.
no version of Kane. No version of Kane is over Edge, bro. Because even when Kane was the OG Kane, Edge and Christian was the top tag team duo in the game with
So you pick.
Dudley
So
Boys
you
and
pick.
the Hardy Boys. It's
So
over with. They was
You
main
picking.
eventing as tag team events.
You picking.
No, it's over with. But no,
Excuse
no,
me.
bro. I'm not
Are
giving
you
you that.
picking?
I'm not
Are you
giving you
picking?
that, bro.
Are
I'm
you
not giving
picking?
you that, bro.
Are you picking Edge over Bret
No,
Hart?
Oh no, I'm not. You know how I
nah.
pick Brett's my favorite, so I'm not picking Edge over Bret Hart.
Are you picking
Yeah,
Edge? Are you picking Edge over Shawn Michaels?
No.
no, I think Sean's better.
Are
But
you
you
picking?
know, I love Edge, but I'm not gonna pick him over. I'm not picking Edge over Shawn Michaels.
That's 8. That's 8.
Okay. Would you pick a Edge for a main event over Mankind?
Yes. Without question. Yes. Yes. Without question? Yes. Yes. What are you talking about?
He for me,
Most definitely. Most
it
definitely.
depends on the version of Mankind we're talking about. If we're talking
All we
about the
saw
late
Mankind do
middle
was
to
get his
late,
ass whooped. That's all he was ever doing was getting whooped. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not doing that. He got in the ring to get whooped. No. Edge can't.
that
Edge is over. Edge is over. Edge is
and
over him.
I'll say this because Mankind was more of a shock factor wrestler. Like he did crazy stuff.
To
So
get
if I'm
whooped.
going like, well, still, but it don't matter. He put asses in seats. Hell
Are
in the
you
Cell, him and Undertaker, he got it. Yeah, he was taking a beat down, but still, like he put asses in seats because of what he was doing. So if I'm going to in the main event, old Mankind against Edge, I'm taking old Mankind because he's going to put more asses in seats because they're going to want to know what he's going to do.
can I give y'all my final person?
You get. Go ahead.
Okay. My final person. Are you telling me that y'all are going to pick Edge? Edge over prime, a young prime. No, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say my personal favorite wrestler is Razor Ramon. I ain't gonna say that because
Uh-huh.
I know Edge would be a better main event than Razor Ramon. But are you telling me that you would pick Edge over somebody like a Bill Goldberg?
Yes. I only say
Most
that
definitely. Most
because,
definitely. Most
yeah,
definitely.
yes,
Most
yeah,
definitely.
I'm
Most
picking Edge.
definitely. Most
But here,
definitely.
let me say this with that.
Most definitely,
Again,
bro. But
Bill
Goldberg,
Goldberg was
that's
what
debatable,
he
but
was a
I'm taking
Titan.
Edge though.
I'm taking Edge. I say this because listen, Bill Goldberg was marketed as being like a Titan. He was marketed for his matches to not last even 3 minutes.
Maybe less than
So
that. Maybe
that's
like
why he was marketed.
60
So
seconds. Maybe 60 seconds on shit.
yeah,
You feel me?
exactly. So the way
Nah.
he was marketed, yeah, I'm picking Edge over him for impact and how the popularity and the I'm cheering this Bill Goldberg all day because of what of how he was marketed as a Titan. He is a Titan, like Hulk Hogan, a Titan. These are like Titans going against each other. Like Edge would be almost like an Edge and Roman Reigns would make more sense because they're more of a warrior build. You know,
No.
Hogan and all that they're Titans. So yeah, what's up?
Marquee gang.
Edge just held the belt like 10 times. But like this,
Yeah.
this no, bro. I'm just no, bro. No, bro.
Marquee gang.
You're not getting
Mar,
the belt. You're not getting the
Mar,
gold belt if you're not good. You know what I'm saying?
Marquee gang. They asked me to name 10 wrestlers that I would pick in the main event over Edge, and I gave them 10, right or wrong.
You definitely give
uh,
me 10 because Kane is not over him. Mick Foley is not over him. And
That's in your
Goldberg is
that's your
Kane is not,
opinion. That's
but
your
you named
opinion though.
that's not
and
the opinion though.
Kane,
Kane is not over Edge. There's no way in hell he's over Edge. It's not even close. It's just not
I
close.
only I only disagree with that part because of the version of Kane. Because when Kane first came out, the impact was crazy. Like when he came out,
When he
and
came
Kane is
back
a great
as
wrestler.
Undertaker's brother, like
He
come
was
on, bro.
always his brother. He started off as his brother.
That's
But
what I'm
I'm
saying. I
saying,
mean, but
like,
towards the end, they kind of got away from the I'm Undertaker's brother's spiel. You see what I'm saying? Like they didn't lean so heavy on it as like they did when what's the little fat dude that used to be with Undertaker that he went
Paul
to
Bear.
Kane? Yeah,
Yeah, Paul
when
Bear.
he was with him, bro, he was box office, bro.
Yeah, I mean he was with both people though. He was with both people
But
when he was what.
I'm
But
specifically
it
talking
wasn't.
about Kane's era with him.
It was a big era. It was. It definitely was. And like I
Bro,
said, and like
bro,
I said, I love Edge. For me,
bro,
it depends on the version of Kane because they kind of nerfed Kane after a while. They kind of was like, man, whatever. And I was just like,
bro,
yeah, I'd pick Edge over him in a certain era.
bro.
But
Kane is a 12-time world WWE Tag Team Champion, a 7-time
mhm,
world heavyweight champion. That's a record. Then
yeah,
he's a 4-time WWE champion. What are we talking about? It's not close. It's not close. It's not close. It's not close. And this is all fake though, because all those scripted, but it's not close though. You're not becoming the champion if you're not
Bro,
being marketed, if you're not carrying
all I
the
know is,
he
yeah,
all I
carried
know is,
wrestling. He had a run where he can say, I was carrying WWE. When you're the champion, you're carrying WWE. What are you talking about?
yeah,
I'll
Man,
say this.
stop
yeah.
it.
I'll say this,
Stop
bro.
it.
I'll say
Stop
this.
it.
You're right.
Y'all
Stop
put
it.
You-
this what we
Stop
do. This
it.
what we do. This what we do.
Stop it. That ain't close.
We
It's
I
not close.
well let's get a time machine and we put a wrestling event together and
uh-huh.
y'all put Edge out there as y'all's big star. And I'll do OG Kane and we'll see the draw.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. We've already seen it. We've already done it. They've already done it. You telling
Bro,
me
all I
Yeah,
know
TLC?
they've
You
is
had
telling
a
me?
whole program together, actually. They've
all
had
I
a
know is
whole storyline together.
bro, all I
Come
know is
on, like come on, man, like
all
come
I know bro,
on,
all I
like
know
come
is this.
on.
All I know
They
is
done
this.
fought each other and everything. What we
All I
talking
know
about?
is this.
Yeah,
All I know is this, bro. When Kane first came out, when them lights went off and that fire came up, it was different. I've never got that
TLC,
feeling from Edge, bro, at all.
TLC one, TLC one, TLC two, and TLC three, bro. There's nothing Kane that has, and when he was OG Kane that can top neither one of the matches. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Maybe take it back. Maybe Shane O'Mac versus Kane, but other than that, that was really just Shane O'Mac getting his ass whooped.
Wait. Hold
But
on,
whatever. You know what I'm
hold
saying?
on. So wait. Corn, how old are you?
I'm 35.
35. So you were around. You seen how big that match was. The when Undertaker was if they won, Undertaker had to retire. If Kane won, I mean if Kane lost, he had to reveal his face.
It was nowhere near bigger than TLC one, bro. Like, stop it, bro.
Oh
I'm not
my
even. You're on
god.
drugs.
yeah.
You're on
That
drugs, bro.
that
It's
wasn't.
not even.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't that. It was nothing. It was nothing. It was
Bruh,
absolutely nothing.
I was in school when that happened, bruh. That's
Man, it's
all
not. It was nowhere
everybody
near
was talking
TLC
about.
one. It's not over TLC
Yeah,
one.
But
It's not
wasn't
over
especially
TLC
nobody
when
one.
bro, niggas was
What are
and
you
only
talking
and
about?
talking about
TLC
that
one?
after it happened, bro.
Do you know what TLC? Do you know what TLC is? You feel me?
Tables, ladders, and chairs, my nigga. Come on now.
So do not talk to me about somebody when nobody was talking about TLC, TLC one
it
or
was.
three. Stop,
I
Bro,
remember I remember the spear off the ladder and everything, and that was
off
they
the
see,
top.
revolutionized.
that's but see,
Yeah, off the top.
that's what I just said. I just said that people were talking about it after it happened because it was so amazing. Everybody was
Hmm.
anticipating that matchup with Kane and Undertaker, bro. I
No,
was
they wasn't, bro.
there.
No, they wasn't. No, they
It
wasn't.
was a big match. It was big, but I would probably go more with Corn because of the what happened in the TLC match and everything is a bigger match because of like it was probably a lot of people would consider it a
But,
more legendary
but,
match just because of the stuff that happened in it.
it was the three biggest tag teams in the game at that time: Dudley
Yeah,
Boys, the Hardy
Hardys.
Boys, and the Christian
Yep,
Edge, bro. It's nothing to
yep,
talk about. It's nothing to talk about.
yeah.
And that was when
They were the
tag
three
team was a
biggest at the
thing
time.
back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, this ain't close.
Yeah,
And
they
this ain't close.
revolutionized the tag team division.
This
Now, if
ain't
we're
close.
talking like Kane's first moments, Kane's first match, I'm taking Kane's, but not that TLC match. Because now, when I even more think about it, yeah, they still talk about that match to this day. No one really talks that much about the Kane unmasking thing.
No one does because there's nothing to talk
Yeah,
about. There's nothing to talk
there's
about.
So
nothing
okay,
that.
so look, I'm on Google right now, right? And they say the most viewed WrestleMania match ever was Kane versus The Undertaker. This was at WrestleMania 28.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on now, how was that not a big match?
It wasn't.
WrestleMania?
It
What
WrestleMania.
wasn't.
match was it? Because you said a mask where he took off. You said a match where he took off his mask. Are you talking a regular match or that mask match?
The mask match.
That's when that happened.
It says, hold on, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it verbatim. Y'all ready?
Okay.
It says Kane's most significant WrestleMania match is widely considered to be his debut against The Undertaker. Oh, I'm sorry, that is a
Okay,
different match. That's a
that's
different match. That's his
Kane. That's
121st.
Okay, I was gonna
Kane.
say,
That's
yeah,
Kane's most views. We're not.
Yeah,
That's
that is Kane.
Kane.
That's what we
That that
talking
that
about. I'm
that,
talking about
that
Kane.
that's his most viewed, most biggest moment. That even though that's his biggest moment, if that doesn't mean it's close to anything what we talking about. It's like it's not even
yeah,
close.
that's his moment. Yeah,
That's his biggest moment. That's like my biggest views is 50,000 views, but you like, okay, so what? My biggest views is 200,000, 400,000, 500,000. That don't mean nothing. I'm dwarfing you. TLC is dwarfing
yeah,
that match. Like it just is. It's dwarfing it.
No,
yeah,
the TLC match, it was more entertaining, but that don't mean it was a bigger match.
It was a bigger because it was the first of its kind.
yeah.
Come
That's right.
on.
Yeah,
No, bro.
I can't even argue with it. It was the first of its
Wait, wait,
kind.
wait. Wait, only big so because it was a TLC match, bro. I've been more excited for cage matches.
Bro,
But
stop
nobody
it,
had
bro.
ever at that time. Tables, ladders,
Stop
and
it.
chairs was kind of unheard of, and what they were doing in that match was and a lot of people haven't replicated what they did in that match.
You know what's
Man,
crazy?
stop,
So
bro. It's not even
You know,
close, bro. It's not even
you know,
close.
yeah,
you
TLC
know,
revolutionized wrestling for like the
with
next 10,
TLC,
15, 20 years.
yeah.
you know
At
what I
least
remember.
tag wrestling it did.
You know
Huh?
what I remember from those matches. The
What's that?
Dudley Boys. The Dudley Boys.
It doesn't
That's what
matter.
I
You
remember
remember
for that.
something from it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, of
You
course.
don't remember. Ain't nobody remember no goddamn Kane unmasking, bro. Stop,
Yeah,
bro. Stop it.
you
You gonna put
cannot.
that?
You
You
The
gonna put
only
serious?
unmasking, I only remember one time when he unmasked and then it looked like his face was charred. That was it. That
Yeah,
was
it looked
on the
like
only time that I remember.
it was. That's what I'm thinking about when he looked like his face was burnt up and shit. I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
Yeah, because
yeah.
his storyline was he was burnt up in a fire because of Undertaker, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I know that, but that's the only time I remember him unmasking, and I don't even remember that wasn't because of Undertaker. That
Bro,
happened.
the
I
character of
forgot who he was.
And what
the
Mad is
character
talking
of
about, that
Kane,
happened like on a Monday or Thursday night, bro.
bro,
Yeah, yeah.
That wasn't
I
even like
remember
no
watching it.
crazy. That wasn't even
bro,
no crazy like no pay per view get match or some shit.
the character of Kane was way bigger than the character of Edge to me. To me,
But that's to you though. But in reality, in called Earth in real life, he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. He just
so
wasn't.
what? Okay, so
He
if
has the more
you
iconic. He
saying
has the more iconic moments. He has more. He has the more WWE reign. You know, the running reign champion, which is the big. He reached the highest level of wrestling 4 times.
he's
What are you
not,
talking about?
bro,
What are you
But
talking about?
I'll say this: as far as an attraction, Kane's the bigger one. As far as an attraction, I say that because of
How?
how Kane was marketed for years. Go look back and see
But
how he was marketed. He was
real quick,
marketed as a big
that's what
as
I've
the
been
Demon
saying.
Kane.
That's what
not
I've
real
been
How he
quick.
was
saying, bro.
marketed, he might have had the
Not
bigger
everybody
name,
needs
but
the belt because Undertaker wasn't a belt guy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you're
Kane
right.
wasn't a
You're right.
Kane wasn't a belt guy. Although
You're right.
Stone Cold, like all those Stone, like when Stone Cold won the belt, he lost it very like a lot of guys didn't need the belt to be cold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But so so well, I say a lot of guys. Not every there are wrestlers who didn't need the belt to be cold. You know what I'm saying? But if you did have the belt, you had to be some kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
that is
You know what I'm
true.
saying?
Yeah, unless you just want it by like a sleazy means, which sometimes it happened. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of wrestlers. Like the Godfather is one of the main ones I can think of who never needed a belt.
Right.
He came out there just to entertain. You know,
Yeah.
for me, I'll say this: for as far as Kane, I understand what you're saying. As far as an attraction, yeah, in my opinion, he was bigger. Overall, as a wrestler, a champ, like I'm gonna say Edge. Edge had more. He had more moments and everything. That is true. He did have more
Way
moments and
more
stuff like
moments.
that.
Way
He
more
had more
moments.
moments,
Way
but
more.
Kane, like I said, as an attraction when he first came out, and that whole storyline to me, that him and Undertaker's storyline that
Okay.
probably has the best storyline I've
So
ever
let
heard
me
in
ask you
wrestling.
this. So
But
let me ask y'all this. Let me ask you this. So
uh,
I gave y'all 10 wrestlers that I would pick over Edge in a main event. Now, y'all say y'all take away 2 of those. So that leaves 8 people that you would select for a main event over Edge. How does that make him A-list? How does that make him A-list?
Because only 8 people in an entire existence of wrestlers can be over Edge. How does that not make him A-list?
Because
yeah,
a
you can
main
still
event.
be.
How many people can participate in a main event? What is this going to be like if it's one-on-one?
You only name 8. You just name 8 wrestlers over the entire wrestlers in the entire world. And how is he not in the entire existence? How could he not be considered A-list if only 8 people can be in front of him? That sounds crazy. That's like saying somebody who's the 8th greatest player in football or basketball isn't good. What are you talking about? We didn't call Edge to go. I didn't call Edge to
He's
go.
not the goat. He just said it's A-list. You said A-list, right?
He's absolutely A-list, bro. He's absolutely
Mm,
A-list.
okay,
And Edge had a bigger peak and run than Sting did. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
yeah, yeah.
No, I'm just
No,
telling you the truth.
he's just saying he's right. If you're gonna because when we're younger, we don't look at it like that. Like years seem forever, but you're like when we're younger. But when you're older, looking back at it on a perspective, yeah, he probably did have more moments than Sting and
Ain't
everything.
no
He had
question.
more.
He
He had bigger
absolutely
moments.
did. He did.
Yeah,
He did. He
he
did.
did because, like I said, WCW. You got to remember their big moments. WCW only lasted 85 weeks as far as being big. About 3 years, 3 4 years, man. Mhm.
I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard to say that. It's not crazy to
It's
say that.
not. Yeah. Again, if we're talking attraction, Sting's the bigger one, and yes, Sting hands down. If we're talking just,
That's your
he
opinion.
wasn't.
That's your
As
opinion.
your opinion, and you
That's
can't
your
say that.
opinion. And it's not true.
Like
And it's not
we
true.
are
No, we did
as
not.
who? No, not at all. They were
No, we
two
did not.
completely different wrestlers.
No, he definitely did. Jeff Hardy over
Yeah, him and
Edge.
Jeff
Jeff
were.
Hardy. Jeff Hardy. That's how I
Yeah,
know you just can't possibly know what you're talking about right now. Jeff Hardy and Edge are two totally different wrestlers. Jeff Hardy was a high
yeah.
flyer.
He was a high flyer. Jeff Hardy is a risk taker and a high flyer. Edge, he can be a high flyer, but Edge was more of a
Technical
not
wrestler.
basic. Yeah, technical wrestler is the word. Yes, yeah,
He
he
was
was
a
more of a
technical
technical
wrestler.
wrestler than yeah. Hardy did like Jeff Hardy was a high fly guy. He was like a super fly Jimmy Snuka type thing.
And
Like,
everything, all his
but
biggest
yeah,
move was off the turnbuckle. He was acrobatic doing flips and shit. You tripping. Who? No, no, no.
you said Kurt Angle. As far as wrestling, yeah, I put him over. Yeah, as far as a wrestler, like a technical wrestler, oh yeah, I put him over. I put Angle over a lot of people. But that's not discrediting Edge or anything like that. It's just like I put Angle over him as far as being like a technical wrestler. And this, but Edge again, he was as far as, and even I use the attraction thing with Edge. Edge may have been a little bit more of an attraction at the time. Angle was really big too. So you know, yes,
Yes, bro. Who?
and
What?
I
What are you
love
talking about?
Nash. I love Nash.
What? Hey,
I
what are
love
we
Nash, but
talking
I put Edge over
about?
Kevin Nash.
He's over
Yeah.
by a landslide. What are we talking
The
about?
only the only thing with Nash again, Nash is an attraction. He's 7 foot. He's an attraction. So I understand that, but yes, I'm putting Edge over Nash. Yes.
No,
No, I'm not gonna put him over
no,
Booker T. Booker T to me was better.
no,
No,
no.
no.
I'm not saying I agree, but I can see it. I can see it. You know what I'm saying? But you named Booker T though. Like you just named arguably the second greatest black athlete. I mean, black wrestler ever. So you know what I'm saying? What we talking about?
Yes, yeah.
No, he wasn't,
What?
bro. No, he was. This what I'm saying, bro. No, just talking
Gee,
right now.
you
Come on,
got
bro.
to. You know what? I'm gonna start sending you wrestling videos,
He don't
bro.
know what he's talking about. He
Bro,
can't
you
be.
got to watch more Booker T stuff, bro. Booker T was incredible.
Absolutely.
Incredible. He revolutionized for black wrestlers. Without Booker T, you don't get a lot of what you see now in black wrestling
He
at
he
all.
he easily had the best scissor kick ever. Anybody who did the scissor kick, he
Ever.
has the coldest. He has the coldest scissor kick ever. You know what I'm saying? So
He
like,
had the coldest spine buster too. Sidewalk
yeah,
slam.
yeah, yeah,
Woo.
yeah. He had the coldest spine buzzer. Like, nah, he tripping,
Yep.
bro. He tripping.
Yeah. I remember.
This is how I know you don't know what you're
Yes.
talking. You don't. This is how I know you don't know what you're talking about. You're not that versed in wrestling for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. The scissor kick. Yeah. Like he revolutionized how people use that move. Yeah. The scissor kick was clean, bro.
Yeah, his shit was cold. I'm talking about that was cold.
It was a. I know who I think you're gonna say, but go ahead. China
All right, I'm gone, bro. I ain't keep on. I'm
as
gone, bro. I ain't keep on.
an
I ain't even keep
attraction,
on. I ain't even keep on.
as an
I ain't even keep on
as an
tripping.
attraction, as an
Y'all good.
attraction. Let me say
I
this:
love
as an
y'all.
attraction.
Marquee podcast, the greatest podcast in the world. I can't keep on going, man. I love y'all. I love y'all.
Well, you said again. For me, this is why I say you have to specify an era for me. For me, yes, you're right. Kane would have been the bigger attraction. Attraction. At a certain point, Edge accomplished more, and not every bit of it though. There's a lot that goes into wrestling. So if we're talking about the attraction division, yeah, Kane was bigger than him at a point, but they nerfed Kane when as he. Oh, go ahead. You said that's going to make money. No, not on out of. Oh, oh, we must have lost Corn. Um, do you like you talking about all of them? But I put Edge in front of them. No, no, no. We already said that. We said that a lot of people you name were better. We're like, no, we'll put them in front. So no, not all, not everybody. Yeah, bro, this is dope. This is a good one. This is good. This is a real good one. Yeah, yeah, most definitely, y'all. Like, bro. Oh, I agree. I agree, bro. For real, for sure. All right, for sure, y'all. All right, bro. Fuck Miss Faye forever, bro. All right. Yes, sir.